Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. And today guys, we're taking a cheeky look at IOTA, specifically what is IOTA and would we invest? So Chris, this is something that's come up a few times on our live streams and in some of the comments, just people asking what is our opinion on IOTA. So in this video, we're hoping to answer exactly that. We're going to go through what IOTA is and whether or not we would invest in such a project. So if you do find this video useful and informative, do go ahead and smash that like button. Chris appreciates it, I appreciate it, and I like to think that you appreciate it too. And of course, if you're new to the channel and you're not yet subscribed, do consider subscribing. By subscribing, you'll be kept up to date with all the videos and live streams that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. And with all that said and done, Chris, let's jump on over to the desktop and take a look at what IOTA is and what makes this thing so special.
Yeah, let's do it, Nick.
Fantastic. So what is IOTA? So IOTA is a distributed ledger, but it does have one big difference, and that is that it isn't actually a blockchain at all. Instead, its proprietary technology is known as Tangle, a system of nodes that confirm transactions. The foundation behind this platform says this offers far greater speeds than conventional blockchains, and an idea, I guess, footprint for the ever-expanding Internet of Things ecosystem. And Internet of Things is a growing ecosystem as it is today, and that is going to expand over time quite significantly. So something like this is absolutely crucial. So because there is no blockchain, Chris, there are no miners. And because there are no miners, there are no fees. So many established networks see costs balloon, when congestion intensifies, and examples of that are clearly Ethereum with their growing gas fees, and ultimately some problems arise from that. But with IOTA, it basically does aim to provide a limitless throughput, a minimal expense ultimately. So really interesting concept. And in time, IOTA's goal is to become the de facto platform for executing transactions between the Internet of Things devices. Given how estimates, it suggests it could be anywhere between like 20.4 billion such devices out there by 2024, it's a significant thing. This could end up being a very big business. So the team behind IOTA believe that the potential use cases don't end there either. They believe their distributed ledger could deliver digital identities to all, result in car insurance policies that are based on actual usage, pave the way for cutting-edge smart cities, deliver seamless global trade, and prove the authenticity of products. So absolutely some fantastic things happening here with their distributed ledger technology. Originally known as Gin, a crowd's sale for the project was held in September 2014, and the network officially launched in 2016. So some really good stuff, just top level there on IOTA. And hopefully it gives you a bit of a flavour as to what's going on here. But Chris, do you want to talk about the founders of IOTA?
IOTA has 4 co-founders. They're from a very strong background. I think it's a really good team. And according to the IOTA Foundation, they're the initial growth that they've seen since obviously starting up has seen the teams now based around more than 25 countries, Nick, which is remarkable, right? So it's become a very sizable team now. But yeah, I do recommend going and having a look at the website and checking out those co-founders and the team. I think you'd be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, I believe Dominique and David are also, collectively co-chairman, right, and of the board of directors, which is unusual, but it's also fantastic to see. So really interesting stuff. So definitely do recommend checking out the team in a little bit more detail. But they are pretty well knit, Chris.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, and it ticks that box that we like to have ticked, doesn't it?
It really does, absolutely. So I guess, Chris, what makes IOTA unique? And well, I guess make this a little bit easier, the fact that it's effectively a blockchainless blockchain is rather unusual to say the least, right? So it's good to see that there's a ledger here without a blockchain. It's The technology there is new, it's unique, and it does make IOTA stand out from the crowd. So Tangle's more technical name is the 𝗕𝗓𝗪, also known as DAG. This is something that we see a lot with something like Hedera hash graph, for example, just to name one. But there are quite a few blockchains, Chris, actually, or not in this case, not even a blockchain, using the DAG approach. So it's really interesting, and I think Dominique actually explained this in a blog post back in 2015 as to what this DAG protocol is all about and what makes it so unique. So it's good to see that IOTA is moving in that direction, because it really does enable the scalability aspect within this space. So the only difference, I guess, that really comes from this is that it does away with the notion of blocks. No longer do you need to confirm or mint blocks in a blockchain. So really interesting. And he does write as well, Chris, saying that IOTA should not be considered an alternative coin or an altcoin to existing cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin. Rather, it is an extension of the growing blockchain ecosystem. It's meant to work in synergy with these other platforms to form cohesion and symbolic relationships. IOTA is designed to provide one solution that no other crypto does: efficient, secure, lightweight, real-time microtransactions without fees. So it's absolutely brilliant in terms of that. New transactions are validated by approving 2 previous transactions from another node. This is a novel approach because it means that the network size and speed will be directly related to how many people are using the platform. And whereas some cryptocurrencies are run as a business, IOTA Foundation says it is firmly not for profit, adding that it has the sole goal of making the network a prosperous as possible. So fantastic stuff there. And finally, Chris, IOTA has distinguished itself from many other crypto rivals by establishing high-profile partnerships with the car maker Volkswagen, which is absolutely huge. I mean, they own Audi, for example, Lamborghini also, Seat, and a whole host of other brands. So Volkswagen are absolutely huge, and helping the city, smart cities as well, and pursue some of those projects around smart cities. So IOTA is doing some absolutely fantastic work. But let's talk a little bit, Chris, about the IOTA coins and what is the circulation, etc. Do you want to go into that?
Yeah, so I think they've got a maximum supply of 2,779,530,283 tokens. Get your head around that.
2.7 billion for sure.
Yeah. I just want to be accurate in how I explain it. But yeah, all of which are in circulation. So that's a pretty good thing, right? When the crowd sale was held, the digital asset was billed as a utility token that could be used for payment across its network rather than a profit sharing coin, which I think again is with the SEC and everything going on in the space is a good thing, right? And they generated an awful lot of revenue. I think it was around 1,337 BTC for the foundation at the time. So that was really successful, and we've seen it go from strength to strength, haven't we, Nick?
We really have. Yeah, it's fantastic. And obviously another question that kind of crops up when we start talking about IOTA is, how is the network secured? Well, given that the fact that IOTA network isn't even a blockchain, you may think that it would have much need for a consensus mechanism. However, to help keep the network secure, a relatively straightforward proof of work puzzle is included in the process for validating transactions. So there is obviously a proof of work process here, and that's not necessarily energy efficient, but it's a straightforward POW puzzle. So it's not as complicated as something like Bitcoin's. And there have been security concerns surrounding IOTA in the past. Researchers have claimed that they have found vulnerabilities in the project's code. So there are some things we have to obviously take with some consideration here, do a bit more research on, and we do recommend you guys digging into that and just making sure that you're happy if this is something that you want to go for. But obviously, let's talk about where we might want to purchase IOTA if we were inclined to invest. Well, IOTA is available on multiple exchanges, Chris. This includes Binance, Bitfinex, it's just to name a few. It's quite readily available. And according to the project, a range of trading pairs are also available, right? So USDT against Bitcoin, for example, BTC. So there are ways to actually go ahead and purchase. But let's wrap this video up, Chris, and to say, would we invest in IOTA? What's your thoughts?
So I think I would. I think it's one of those. I'm in 27 projects. How does it compare to the 27 projects I'm already in, right? And I think it's there or thereabouts. I just kind of feel I can't really invest in anymore. If anything, I want to reduce the number of projects that I'm invested in, and that's a process that I'm going to likely go through in sort of May, June time. So for me, do I think the project's going to be successful? Yeah, I think it's going to do really well. Would I invest at this stage? No, but that's not because the project isn't any good. This is just the circumstances I find myself in currently. What about yourself, Nick?
Yeah, I like the project. I like the concept of the project, absolutely. But I think, I only have room in my portfolio for one DAG project, and I'm in Hedera Hashgraph. So I don't think I'll be making an investment in IOTA because obviously they kind of cross paths, and I kind of have to lean on one more than the other. And which one do I feel that's going to be slightly more successful? Given the governing council of Hedera Hashgraph, I'm going to put my money in there and give IOTA a bit of a miss, Chris. But that does saying that, it doesn't mean it's not going to be successful. It might do very, very well in the future. But for me, it just doesn't quite tick all the boxes. And I already am invested in a DAG protocol. So I will give IOTA a miss, I think.
Yeah, and like Nick said, it doesn't mean the project isn't going to do well. We do think that it will do remarkably well, but you can't be in every project, right? There's over 8,000 projects in this space, and we're in 27 at the moment, which we would like to reduce. So yeah, it kind of gives you a bit of a flavor as to where our heads are.
Absolutely. So guys, if you did find this video useful and informative, do go ahead and smash that like button. Chris appreciates it, I appreciate it, and I like to think that you appreciate it too. And of course, if you're new to the channel and you're not yet subscribed, do go ahead and subscribe. By subscribing, you'll be kept up to date with all the videos and live streams that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. And with all that said and done, we hope everyone has a fantastic day, and we'll catch you all in the next one.
Yeah, take care.